Top of the third here. Sum you back up. It's 4-1 Edenton. And that one sent towards left by Cole. That's a base hit.
Boy, that's got to be a good feeling for Cole. Dugout already saying that he's the steamer of the game. He might be in the lead so far. Great sight to see Hunter Cole with a couple of early hits. That'll bring Bryce Stevens up to the plate with 2 on.
There's a strike taken from the second baseman Stevens, who struck out in the last inning. And he rips that one towards right. Brown is under it, and he makes the catch. But another run scores for Edenton as they now lead 4-1, headed to the bottom of the third. Welcome back into Lakewood Park, where the Steamers, and unfortunately our graphics do not show it right now, having some difficulties with it, but the Steamers are up 4-1 in the bottom of the third, taking on the Redbirds. And there's the first pitch in the inning, and it's a ball. Wes Bonney leading off here, and he sends that one to left. That ball goes over the fence for a ground rule double. So Wes Bonney gets things started here in the third for the Redbirds. And that pitch is outside, 1-0. Jason Bosher struck out back in the first. One of 3 strikeouts tonight for Woking. And the 2-0 to Boscher. That's low on the dirt, ball 3. Woking has not allowed a walk tonight, but down 3-0 in the count now on Boscher. And the 3-0 catches the corner. As the Redbirds try and chip into this lead. We're down 1-0. After allowing a run in the first, ended up tying it in the first, and then 3 runs have come to score as Boscher takes a called strike. He was already down towards first base. And now the count is even. Woking, after down 3-0 in the count, has worked it full. And here's the 3-2 to Boscher. And he hits it over to third, just foul. A few inches away from an extra base hit and RBI for Boscher. Boscher just being asked to put the ball in play or draw a walk here with a full count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third for the Redbirds, who trail 4-1. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 5th strikeout of the night for Woking. Out of the 7 recorded outs. And it brings up Drew Proctor, who struck out in his only at-bat. And the first pitch is up for a ball, 1-0. Woking gets Proctor to foul that one off, and he's the head on him. The count is even, rather, 1-1. One catches the outside corner, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here on Proctor. And he nubs one over to second. There's Stevens. And he gets Proctor, but down over to third goes Bonnie. It's a 4-3 in the scorecard, moving Bonnie over from second to third, but now 2 down here in the inning. Brings up the catcher, Aiden Feather. There's a strike, 0-1. And quickly ahead on Feather, it's 0-2. Hit over towards center, and out there is Paulson to make the catch, and the inning is over. So a ground rule double to start the inning from Bonnie, but he's stranded over at third base. We'll head to the 4th with the Steamers up 4-1. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach. Baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with an over 17,000 square foot facility, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach, or through your phone by calling them at 757-467-1111, or you can visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. And that pitch is ripped towards right, but right at Brown, who makes the catch. Side retired. We'll head to the middle of the fourth. Steamers 4, Redbirds 1. 6, 7, and 8 in the order due up in the bottom frame of the fourth for the Redbirds. And Jack Moore grounds the first one, pitch over to third. And the throw is in time from Cottle. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up the right fielder, Alex Brown. Brown flew out to right and is only at bat back in the second. First pitch he sees is grounded towards third, but that one's foul. 0-1. Oh, 1 to Brown is hit again to right, but over there is Cole, and 2 at bats, 2 fly balls to right field for Alex Brown, and there are 2 out here in the inning. And here's the DH tonight, Jake Gensler. He's singled in his first at bat and takes a called strike there, 0-1. And on the check swing, did he go around? He did. Home plate umpire checked in with the umpire over at first base, and now it's quickly 0-2 on Gensler with 2 out already. And time is called but not granted. And it's a called strike 3. Nicky Wolking through 4 innings, just 69 pitches, will head to the 5th inning here from Norfolk. End of the line for Sparky Bannon as Alex Gianniscoli is out there. Bannon went 1 inning and 1/3. Allowed a walk, no strikeouts, and no runs on just 2 hits. And the 0-1 is grounded towards first. A good scoop there from Proctor. Or excuse me, Hughes. And there's 1 out here. This is Gianniscoli's second relief outing. In his 3 innings in his first appearance, he had 4 strikeouts. It has an ERA sitting at 9. So 3 runs in those 3 innings. And first pitch is fouled, popped up straight back. That pitch is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike here. On the catcher, Jeremiah Boyd. Here's a 2-1, and that's yanked foul, 2-2. Cole has singled and had an RBI double in the second. And that pitch is hit out towards left. Back goes Morick to the track. He won't get there. And it's a ground rule double. The second double of the night for the catcher, Jeremiah Cole. And the first pitch to Cottle is low, 1-0. And on the check swing, he went around. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down. Here in the top of the 5th. Steamers still up on the Redbirds 4-1. And Cottle rips that one to second. Over there is Bonnie. And there's 2 away. Boyd goes over to third on that ground ball. And a swing and a miss there from Cole, 0-1. Oh, once a Cole is hit deep towards right. Back goes Brown, and that ball is gone. Hunter Cole, a 2-run shot. And it gives the Steamers a 6-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. The 3rd hit of the night for Cole, and he's now just a triple away from the cycle here in the 5th. 3 hits and 3 RBIs tonight for Hunter Cole. And the Redbirds now trail 6-1. So Gianna Scully continues to struggle out there on the mound thus far this season. And there's a ball to the 9-hole. Bryce Stevens. Stevens 0 for 2 tonight. Two-0 from Gianna Scully. Swing and a miss, 2-1. And that pitch is up and in. 3-1 count here on Stevens. Gotta make a good pitch here if you're Gianna Scully. And there's ball 4. The first walk of the inning from Gianna Scully. And there's still 2 out here in the top of the 5th. And back to the top of the order for Edenton. First pitch to Bruno, a called strike, 0-1. Bruno has reached base safely in his first 3 at-bats thus far tonight, as Gianna Scully checks over on Stevens over at first. And it's time it's called as Feather goes out to have a talk with Gianna Scully. "18 pitches thus far tonight from Gianna Scully, with 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Already 2 runs in the inning. And that pitch is just inside. One to Bruno, chopped over to first, foul. Here's the 1-2 from Gianna Scully. And he checks on Stevens again, who's back in there safely. 2 outs here in the 5th. And the 1-2. Long hold and checks in on Stevens again. Here's the delivery as Stevens is going, and that pitch is low. So he checked over on Stevens 3 times, and he still ends up stealing the bag. Now there's a runner in scoring position. The 2-2. That's hit towards center. Out goes Boscher. He's there. And the side is retired, but not before a 2-run shot from Hunter Cole to extend the Steamers' lead 6-1. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th here from Norfolk. Cameron Lewis out there to start the 5th inning for the Steamers. So the line on Wolking, he went 4 innings, had 6 strikeouts, and allowed no walks and a run on 4 hits. Lewis out of the University of West Virginia State. And his first pitch is fouled back from Jackson Hughes, 0-1. That pitch is laid off by Hughes. And Hughes hits that one over to third. Down and under it is Cottle. He throws it to first, and there's 1 down. And now it's back to the top of the order for the Redbirds, and it's Justin Lakos. Lewis has pitched in 2 games thus far for Edenton. As his pitch is skied back, that's going to go just out of play. He's gone 4 2/3 in the 2 games, allowing 2 runs on 3 hits, has 3 strikeouts as well. And here's the 1-1 to Lakos. That's up and away. 2-1. With West Bonnie looming on deck. And a swing and a miss there. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lakos. With 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Redbirds trailing 6-1. And the 2-2 gets the outside corner. Called strike 3. And there are 2 down here in the 5th. West Bonnie 2 for 2 tonight with a double, a ground rule double, and a single. And there's a good curveball for a strike, 0-1. And Bonnie hits that one out towards right. Out goes Stevens to make the catch. So down go the Redbirds, 1, 2, 3 in the inning. We'll head to the 6th with the Redbirds trailing 6-1. Alex Gianniscoli back out there for the 6th inning. Gianniscoli facing 2, 3, and 4 in the Steamer lineup. And the first pitch of the 6th is up high. There's a good spot there from Gianniscoli. One swing and a miss. Here's the 1-2 coming from Gianniscoli. Swing and a miss at the high fastball. That's the first strikeout of the night for Gianniscoli. And it's the first out here in the 6th. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Jackson Hip. It's going to be Tyler West. West out of Chowan University. And the first pitch he sees and he's hit. So Gianniscoli follows his strikeout with the very next pitch being a hit by pitch. And the designated hitter takes a pitch in the dirt, and quickly West is over at second base. One and 0. The count on Wright. Wright is 0 for 3 tonight. Gianniscoli looking back over at West, and the 2-0, another high fastball that swung on and missed, and it's 2-1. Here's the pitch from Gianniscoli. That's fouled back, and he evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Houston Wright. And Wright grounds that one over to first. And over is Gianniscoli to cover. That's 3-1 in your scorecard. And over to third goes West. 2 outs here in the 6th. There's a good spot from Gianniscoli. 0-1 here on Thatch. Thatch, like Wright, 0 for 3 coming into the 6th. And that pitch is outside. 1-1. And he fouls that one, just got a piece of it. 1-2. There's the 1-2 from Gianniscoli. That pitch is into there. Good block as West was halfway down the third base line, but gets back without a throw from Feather. 2-2 the count here on Thatch. The 2-2. Got him swinging. That'll end the inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning from Gianniscoli. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th with the Redbirds trailing 6-1. Matthew Dangler pinch hitting now here to start the bottom of the 6th here in Lakewood Park. Dangler pinch hitting for Boscher, who was 0 for 2 tonight with a pair of strikeouts. There's a called strike, 0-1. Lewis back out there for his 2nd inning of work after he sent down 9-1-2 in the order of Norfolk. And that pitch is low and in the dirt. Ball 1 to Dangler. And Dangler swings and misses at the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Dangler. One-two to Dangler. Chops one over to second. Right where Stevenson's position, and there's one away. And we'll have another pinch hitter, Alex Aguilar. Will be pinch hitting for Drew Proctor. Proctor was also 0 for 2. He had 1 strikeout. And there's a swing and a miss from Aguilar, 0-1. And a little nubber that Lewis comes over to make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Here in the 6th inning, Steamers still up 6-1. And it's the catcher, Aiden Feather, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts. And Feather fouls that one towards the right side. Overcoming is Thatch. He won't get there. That's out of play. Nothing in one here on Aiden Feather. The 0-1. There's a good pitch, and it's 0-2 now on Feather. The 0-2 coming to Feather. And he hits that one to center. That's going to fall for extra bases. Aiden Feather makes a turn at third. And he's up with the stand-up double. The first hit in 12 batters for the Redbirds. And it's the second extra base hit of the night for Norfolk overall. 2 out, runner in scoring position for Jack Morick. Morick, first pitch he sees, he checks a swing and fouls it off, 0-1. Morick is 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out and ended up reaching base on a wild pitch. Feather dancing over there on second, getting looks from Lewis. And that pitch is high. One ball, one strike. As Lewis gets some confidence from his catcher, Jeremiah Boyd. The 1-1. That's up and in. 2 balls, 1 strike here on Morick. As the Redbirds try and get something done here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 coming to Morick. And Lewis checks over on Feather. I don't think he's going anywhere. Down by 5 runs here in the 6th. Already in scoring position. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back and out of play.
Redbirds, I need 3 basemen.
Jack Morick just trying to get something started here with 2 outs. The 2-2. Hits it over to first and under the legs of Thatch. He's going to reach first, and here comes the runner from second. He's going to score. It's Aiden Feather. Some aggressive base running with 2 outs in the 6th, but it works out for Aiden Feather and the Redbirds. So an RBI single is what it scored for Jack Morick. And the Redbirds get their first run since the first inning. It's a called strike to Alex Brown, 0-1. Brown 0 for 2 tonight. And there goes the runner from first. The throw down to second. Boyd's already headed to the dugout as he throws out Jack Morick. But the Redbirds tack on a run in the 6th, and they still trail Edenton 6-2. We'll head to the 7th. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach. Baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach, or you can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Tanner Simpson out there now on the mound for the Redbirds here in the top of the 7th, with the Redbirds still trailing 6-1. So the line on Alex Gianniscoli, he goes 2 innings, 2 strikeouts, 2 hits, and 2 runs. Those 2 runs were, of course, off the bat of Hunter Cole, who took him a yard. This is the first relief outing of the season for Simpson. He started the game, went 3 innings, and allowed just 1 run in those 3 innings with 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. And that pitch is in the dirt for a ball, 1-1 here on the catcher, Jeremiah Boyd. Boyd 2 doubles tonight thus far, and he's come around to score on each of them. That pitch is up. 2-1 the count here on Boyd. And that pitch is low and in the dirt. As Feather going to go over to have a talk to Simpson. 3 balls, 1 strike. And here's a delivery from Simpson. There's a good pitch that gets the inside corner. Full count on his first batter of the evening. Simpson's 3-2's fouled off, and we'll do it again. Simpson steps off the mound. Trying to get on the same page here as Feather. And here is the payoff pitch. Called strike 3. A good curveball there from Simpson, and he K's his first batter of the evening, and there's 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Alden Cottle 0 for 2 tonight. He drew a walk. Back in the 3rd. There's the 1-0 from Simpson. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That's ripped up the middle, a base hit. And that's the first hit of the night for Cottle. He arrives safely with 1 out here in the 7th. Davis Halstead into pinch hit, so there will be no cycle for Cole. He singled, doubled, and homered in his 3 at-bats. But he is pulled from the game as Halstead out of the University of Mount Olive is in. A 6-1 game. There's a ball. There's a big swing and a miss from Halstead. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here on Halstead with Cottle over on first. 1 down here in the 7th. And Simpson steps off. One is fouled back and out of play. Simpson steps off again. He tries to get on the same page with Feather, who's been behind the dish all night. Here's the 1-2. As runner goes from first, Cottle is safe. But down goes Halstead. So the second strikeout of the inning for Simpson.
I'm sorry,
That pitch is in the dirt, and a good stop from Feather. Check down to second. Threw that from his knees. And he looks over at the Steamers dugout and gives them a little shrug. And the 1-0 is fouled out of play towards the right side. One is fouled straight back. Here's the 1-2. And it's called strike 3. The third looking strikeout of the inning for Simpson with a single sprinkled in there. And we'll go to the 7th inning stretch here at Lakewood Park with the Steamers up on the Redbirds 6-2. Bottom of the 7th here from Lakewood Park. And Jack Van Doren is in to make his season debut for the Steamers as he just arrived with the ball club today. Stevens, first pitch, fouled straight back, 0-1. And Brown Takes that pitch just low. Brown, who was batting last inning in the bottom of the 6th, but Jacob Morick was thrown out at second to end the inning. As fouls that one right near Jake Gensler, standing on deck as he ducks his head. So Cameron Lewis goes 2 innings, allows just 1 hit and 1 strikeout. So Redbirds put the ball in play, but right to where the Steamers were playing. Two balls, 2 strikes now on Brown. Trying to get something going here. Only down by 4, but he swings and misses. Brown tells Gensler, who's up at the plate now, not too many off-speed pitches, mainly fastballs thus far. Just his first batter though, and there's a pitch up and away. 1-0. Here on the DH, Gensler. Gensler 1 for 2. He singled. Back in the 2nd. And that pitch is by his knees. 2-0. Van Doren stands at the mound at 6'4", a left-footed pitcher. Here's the 2-0, and it's a called strike. Here's the 2-1 to Gensler. Swing and a miss. And after being down 2-0 in the count, Van Doren evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Edenton still up on Norfolk, 6-2. And Van Doren trying to get on the same page as his catcher Boyd. Here's the 2-2 delivery. And a called strike 3. Second straight strikeout out of the pen for Van Doren in his first outing of the season, and there are 2 away here with Jackson Hughes up to the plate. Hughes still looking to reach base for the first time tonight as he fouls 1 straight back, 0-1. Oh, 1 just inside. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Jackson Hughes. Justin Lakos is on deck. There's a strike. 1 and 2. Here's the 1-2. And that'll go out of play. And we'll do it again.
Thank you very much. Great job. What you on the hand? Redbirds, I need 3 baseballs.
Here's the 1-2. And we'll do that again as it's fouled off towards the right side. 1-2 coming again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jack Van Doren strikes out the side in the 7th. And we'll go to the 8th with the Redbirds still trailing 6-2. Top of the 8th here in Norfolk, Virginia, where the Steamers are up on the Redbirds 6-2. Top of the order here for the Steamers, and it's Chase Bruno to lead off. He's 2 for 3 tonight. And Bruno fouls the first pitch straight back, 0-1. Tanner Simpson still out there for his second inning of work and his second appearance, first out of the bullpen of the season. Oh, 1 is hit over to third, and there is Dangler. And the throw just beat out Bruno. Took a while for Dangler to get it out of his glove as his manager, Dodolo, yells at him to get it out of his glove faster. And the first base umpire just called him out in the nick of time. And there's a ball to Fine, who's pinch hitting now for Paulson. Adam Fine makes a strike. One ball and one strike here on Fine from St. Joe's University. As the catcher just couldn't snatch that one, goes up. 2-1. And Adam's father is actually one of my professors over at Temple University, which is also in Philly, where St. Joe's is. He's got a 3-1 count here. Here's the 3-1 to Fine. Simpson gets a called strike, and the count is full. One out here in the top of the 8th. And Fine breaks his bat on a pop up to third. Dangler is there, and there's 2 away. So here's West. And that first pitch doesn't hit him like his first at-bat. Came into pinch hit in the game in the 6th for hip. Here's the 0-1 to West. That pitch is outside, 1-1. West hits one to short, and a diving stop from Lakos, but the throw is not in time. West beats it out for an infield single. And it brings up the designated hitter, Houston Wright. It was 0 for 4 tonight with a strikeout. Here's the first pitch from Simpson to Wright. And it's a bit low, 1-0. And the 0-1 is yanked foul.
Redbirds, I need 3 baseballs, please.
1 ball, 1 strike. Now on Wright. And the 1-1 is grounded over to second. There is Aguilar to throw out Wright, and the inning is over. So the Steamers leave 1 on in the top half of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom half here at Lakewood Park. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach. Baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with an over 17,000 square foot facility, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach, or by calling them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Bottom of the 8th here, Chris Morris is into relief for Jack Van Doren, who had an excellent first appearance for the Steamers. Struck out the side in the 7th. And it's the top of the order for the Redbirds. Justin Lako swinging and missing at a fastball, 0-1. Morris has appeared in 2 games thus far for Edenton. Has a 1-0 record, but in those 1 inning and 2/3, he has allowed a run, which puts his ERA at 5.40. And of those 5 outs that he's recorded, 3 of them have been strikeouts. So big on the strikeouts. Out of Pitt Community College. Lakos has struck out in his last 2 at-bats. And he goes down swinging there as Boyd places the tag on him, and Justin Lakos has now struck out for the 3rd consecutive time, and Redbird batters have now 4 consecutive strikeouts. Here's the first pitch to Bonnie, is fouled up and away. Nothing in 1 here on Bonnie. Takes that curveball up for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Just a bit low, 2-1. Some chirping from the Edenton dugout side. They thought that was a strike. Could have went either way. 2-1. That one's a strike. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Bonnie as Morris gives a bit of a hesitation through his pitch and misses low. We have some fireworks in the background here at Lakewood Park. The 3-2 to Morris is fouled off. We'll do it again. Bonnie 2 for 3 tonight. Singled and hit a ground rule double. That was in the 3rd inning. And after he hit the ground rule double, 11 consecutive Redbird batters went down. And the payoff pitch is fouled off.
Redbirds, free baseball.
Here's the 3-2 to Bonnie. Chops one over to 3rd. Staying under it is Cottle. He'll throw over to 1st, and in time to get Bonnie 2 away. And so the ground out stops the streak of 4 consecutive Norfolk batters striking out. But there are still now 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. And it's Matthew Dangler. came in to pinch hit in the 6th. He grounded out over to second. Here's the first pitch he sees from Morris, and he swings and misses, nothing in 1. And another swing and a miss from Morris, and he's down in the count, nothing in 2. Oh, 2, got him on 3 pitches. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Chris Morris. And down go the Redbirds. We'll head to the 9th with the Steamers up on the Redbirds 6-2. Bradshaw Morrison into pitch for the Redbirds in the 9th. With Edenton still up 6-2. Morrison really struggled in his last outing. Did not record an out and allowed 5 runs to come in to score. This is his 3rd relief outing of the season. He's just pitched an inning and 2/3, obviously, after not recording an out in the last one in those 2 appearances. And of the 5 outs that he's recorded, 4 of them have been via the strikeout. But he's also allowed 5 walks, a 43.20 ERA. That's how rough it's been thus far for Morrison. But it's still early in the season, so trying to bring that down. Two and 2 here to Thatch. And Morrison just missed high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th here in Norfolk, Virginia. And the 3-2 hit Thatch, so he'll take first base. The second hit by pitch that the Redbirds have allowed. And it brings up the catcher, Jeremiah Boyd. Jeremiah 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles tonight. No one out here in the ninth. And Boyd takes a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 is up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Boyd. With the Steamers up 6-2. So Morrison trying to keep the score where it is here in the ninth. And that one's up to Boyd, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Morrison. Good spot, just missed outside. 3-1 the count now on Boyd. And a good hitter's count here for Jeremiah Boyd, who, as mentioned, already has 2 extra base hits here tonight. And that's outside, ball 4. So Morrison looks like he's struggling again out there. 2 batters that both have reached base. Hit by pitch and a walk. And Coach Dodal is going to go out there to have a talk with this pitcher. Runners on first and second. No one out here on the top of the ninth. Steamers up 6-2. And the first pitch to Cottle, ground to the third. And just goes to first with it in time. So now there's 1 out in the inning. Dengler was thinking of just tagging Thatch, who was coming over to third because he had to get there. Goes to the fourth, but Dengler decided kind of late to throw it over to first. So now there's runners on second and third. 1 out here. And the batter is Davis Halstead. And Halstead takes that one high for ball 1. Halstead came in to pinch hit in the 7th as he takes that pitch inside 2-0 and was called out on strikes. That was one of Tanner Simpson's 3 strikeouts, all of which were looking. And the 1-2 is laid off from Halstead. It's 3-0. From Morrison. There's a strike, 3-1. From Morrison, fouled straight back, 3-2. So after Morrison was down in the count 3-0, he works it full. 3-2 now on Davis Halstead. And here's the full count delivery from Morrison. And it's outside, ball 4. And the struggles continue here for Bradshaw Morrison. The second walk in the inning, which does not include a hit by pitch. He came into the game with 5 walks and just 5 outs recorded. The batter is Bryce Stevens. Stevens 0 for 3 tonight with a walk and a pair of strikeouts.
How'd he get out?
And that one's ripped towards third. Stopped by Dengler. Steps on third. Throw over to first. Is not in time. So a run will score. So Thatch comes in to score. Boyd is out at third. And here's Chase Bruno. And that pitch is way up. Runners will go to second and third. Bruno up at the plate for the 6th time tonight. A healthy amount of at-bats for the Edenton leadoff hitter as he takes a ball low. He's 2 for 4 tonight. A pair of singles and a walk. And he fouls that one off. It's 2 balls, 1 strike here on the leadoff hitter for the Steamers. And the 2-1 is dropped by Feather.
No.
But the runners do not advance from second and third. Here's the 3-1 to Bruno. And that's ball 4. The 3rd walk of the night in this inning for Bradshaw Morrison. And the struggles just continue.
2 outs, 1 pitch away. Let's go.
For the sophomore out of Christopher Newport University. Two out here. There's a called strike. Here's the 0-2 from Morrison. And it's popped up Playable for Feather. And as he dives, it's going to be Hughes to make the catch. That'll end the inning. One run comes in to score, so the Steamers tack on to their lead. They lead by 5, and we'll head to the bottom of the 9th here from Lakewood Park. Bottom of the 9th here in Norfolk. And it's Alex Aguilar looking to get things started for the Redbirds. First pitch swung on to third. And the throw across from Cottle. And one pitch and one out for the relief pitcher, Travis Hamrick, who just came into the game to relief for Chris Morris. Morris had 2 strikeouts, sat down all 3 of the batters he faced in his 1 inning of relief. Hamrick, this is his 2nd inning of relief, or 2nd game of relief rather. In his 1 appearance, he went 1 inning, allowed a run on 3 hits and a strikeout. And here's the catcher, Aiden Feather, takes the ball up 1-0. Feather 1 for 3 tonight. Doubled back in the 6th and came around to score. That was the last run that was scored by the Redbirds. And they're looking to tack on at least 5 here in the 9th. A difficult ask. Feather fouls that one back. Over towards my car. And 2-1 the count now on Feather. Just trying to get on base, start a rally for Norfolk. And the 2-1's a called strike. Good spot there as the Edenton dugout is all standing against the railing. And that pitch is up and in. So we have a full count on Aiden Feather. Three-two fouled off. We'll do it again. Here's the payoff pitch to Feather. Delivery is in the dirt, ball 4, and the Redbirds have a runner on here in the 9th. Their first base runner since the 6th inning. And Jack Mork is hit by the first pitch he sees from Morris. And there are 2 runners on here in the 9th with 1 out. And Alex Brown to bat now. Brown 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Morris is going to have a talk with Boyd out at the mound. So a walk and then a hit by pitch from Morris, and 2 runners are aboard for the Redbirds. And that pitch gets by, and now the runners head over to 2nd and 3rd. Redbirds just passively base running right now. Those 2 runs out there mean nothing. Down by 5. Redbirds just trying to keep this game going. Jake Gensler is on deck. And that ball is up. 2-0 the count now. Here's the 2-0 delivery. And it's fouled off. 2-1 now here on Brown. Just trying to reach base. It's the right fielder. 2-1 is inside. It's 3-1. Here's the 3-1 delivery to Brown. And it's up and in, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. One out here in the bottom of the 9th. Steamers are up by 5, 7-2. And we're going to have a talk at the mound here. So we'll be right back. Manager Justin Hill and Jeremiah Boyd had a long conversation out there with Travis Hamrick at Catawba Valley Community College. Bases loaded, 1 down here, bottom of the 9th. And that pitch hits Gensler. And now the tying run is at the plate for the Redbirds. Jackson Hughes 0 for 3 tonight. And time is called again as Justin Hill strolls out to the mound. And the Steamers get their bullpen going. Gage Riddick is headed out towards the bullpen. Someone else is also warming up in there. And that'll actually be it for Travis Hamrick. So we'll be right back after this. Welcome back into Norfolk, Virginia, where the Redbirds are knocking at the door. Tying run at the plate with one out here in the ninth. They trail 7-3 as we had a pitching change. Cole Bates in for his fourth relief outing of the season. He is not allowed a run in 5 innings with 12 strikeouts, so one of the top pitchers thus far this season for the Steamers. He has already got 1 save under his belt, looking for a second, but the Redbirds and Coach Dodolo have other ideas. Bates out of UNC Asheville, and here is his first pitch. That's low, it gets by the catcher Boyd, but the runner's gonna hold place. Again, those runs really mean nothing out there. The one that matters the most is Jackson Hughes, and he's up at the dish for Norfolk. This inning started well for the Steamers, up by 5 runs and 1 out, no one on after Alex Aguilar grounded over to third. And then things just fell to the ground. Here's the 1-0. That's outside, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 delivery from Bates. And it's fouled off by Hughes. 2-1. As the Steamers dugout started this inning, all standing up at the fence. Now they've kind of started to sit down, and more Redbirds players are now leaning on top of the fence. Hughes hits one to the left side of the field. That's a base hit for Jackson Hughes. 1 run will score. And now the tying run is on base. And it's the top of the order for the Redbirds. Justin Lakos, who hasn't got a hit since the first inning, looking to avoid the golden sombrero. Big spot here for Lakos. Could put those 3 strikeouts to bed with a big hit here. And the first pitch he sees is low, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Lakos. There's the strike from Cole, and it's 1-1. One and 1 the count here. And here's the delivery. That's low again, 2-1. And we're starting to hear some noise from the Norfolk dugout. Two 1 is swung on and missed. 2-2 the count. Big pitch coming here from Cole Bates. It's 7-4, bottom of the 9th. Here's the 2-2. On its way. Fouled off. And Lakos lives to see another pitch. As the home plate umpire goes out to buy some time, that pitch caught the catcher Jeremiah Boyd. Wes Bonney looming on deck. We'll do the 2-2 again. Here's the pitch from Bates. And fouled off again. Lakos putting together a good at-bat and trying to extend the game for the Redbirds. Here's the pitch. And that's fouled off. Good fight put up here from Justin Lakos. Trying to keep this inning going. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. And it brings up Wes Bonnies, who's now out in center field. 2 for 4 tonight. Hitless in his last 2 at-bats, but in his first 2, he singled and had a ground rule double. Down by 3 runs here in the 9th with the bases loaded. And there's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. A 1. That's outside, 1-1. And that pitch is low, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. And that swung through and missed. And now the Redbirds are down to their final strike of the evening. Claps from the Edenton dugout. Here's the 2-2 to Bonnie. Fouled off, we'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the ball game is over. The Redbirds fall to 1-2 on the season. The Steamers improved to 6-2 overall, 3-2 in PCL play. These two teams will face each other again on Tuesday night. That'll be down in Edenton. It was a tough battle for the Redbirds. They had long stretches of periods where they just could not get on base. They had a stretch where 11 straight batters were sat down and 6 straight batters. But at the end, they leave the tying run over on first base as they fall 7-4 to Edenton. We'll be back live here on Tuesday night from the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. I'm Hayden Mandel. Thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you once again on Tuesday.